The cards you have today are the Moon, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. What I'm seeing here is someone who's been deliberately keeping you in the dark about something major. And when the truth comes out, it's going to hurt badly. But you're going to find the strength to walk away from this situation completely. The first card you have is the Moon. This person is hiding something significant from you. They're not being upfront about their intentions, their actions, or what's really going on in their life. You've probably already sensed that something's off. Maybe they're suddenly protective of their phone when they never used to be. Maybe they're vague about where they were or who they were with. Maybe their schedule doesn't make sense anymore. They're too busy to see you on certain nights, but they won't tell you why. Or their stories change slightly each time they retell them, and you catch little inconsistencies that make you question what's real. The Moon shows up when someone's operating in the shadows. They might be love bombing you one day and then going cold the next, and you can't figure out what changed. Or they're giving you just enough attention to keep you interested, but never enough to actually move the relationship forward. They might say all the right things when you're together, but their actions tell a completely different story. If you've asked them directly about what's going on and they got defensive or turned it around on you, making you feel crazy for even asking, that's classic Moon energy. They want to keep you confused because confusion keeps you stuck. What's important here is that your gut feeling is right. If something feels wrong, it is wrong. You're not imagining this, you're not being paranoid. You're picking up on real inconsistencies because this person is actively hiding something from you. The second card you have is the Three of Swords. This is the moment when what you've been sensing gets confirmed, and it's going to hurt. The Three of Swords shows up for real heartbreak, not just disappointment, but genuine emotional pain. This could be finding out they've been talking to someone else the whole time you've been together. It could be discovering they lied about being single, or about wanting something serious, or about where they actually were all those nights they were busy. Maybe you'll see messages on their phone you weren't supposed to see. Maybe a friend will tell you something they heard. Maybe the other person will reach out to you directly. However it happens, the truth is coming out. What makes this especially painful is that the Moon came right before this card. That means you've probably been giving them the benefit of the doubt. You've been talking yourself out of your suspicions because you wanted to trust them. You might have even confronted them and believed their explanations because you weren't ready to face the alternative. So when the Three of Swords hits, it's not just about what they did. It's about realizing they looked you in the eye and lied. They let you feel crazy for questioning them when you were right all along. That betrayal of trust is what really cuts deep. The third card you have is the Eight of Cups. This is your advice card, and it's telling you that once you know the truth, you need to walk away completely. The Eight of Cups shows someone leaving behind something they invested in. You've put time into this connection. You've put emotional energy into trying to make it work. You've probably made excuses for their behavior and convinced yourself things would get better. But this card is saying that staying after you know what they've done would cost you more than leaving ever could. Walking away with the Eight of Cups isn't about making a scene or getting revenge or trying to hurt them back. It's about quietly removing yourself from a situation that's damaging you. That means blocking their number so they can't text you at midnight trying to explain or apologize. It means not checking their social media to see what they're doing or who they're with. It means telling your friends you don't want updates about them. It means choosing your peace over the familiarity of this connection, even when that feels really hard. Here's what I find interesting about these three cards together. The Moon shows you've been in the fog, questioning your reality. The Three of Swords is when that fog lifts and you see everything clearly, and it's worse than you thought. And the Eight of Cups is you deciding that clarity is enough. You don't need them to admit what they did. You don't need closure or a final conversation where they tell you the truth. You already know enough to make the decision to leave, and that's what you're going to do. The advice here is to trust yourself when you finally walk away. Don't let them pull you back in with promises that they'll change or explanations that minimize what they did.